Welcome to The Hookup. My name is Crochet Mizzetti, your host and fellow craft enthusiast, and this is your weekly dose of crafty conversations with your favorite crafty content creators. Hey guys, and welcome along to another episode of The Hookup. Here we are with a new resident guest. We have got Charlie Carlos. We have got Yarntastic Charlie here on the pod. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you, Zach?
I'm good. Do you go by Carlos or Charlie?
Like both, it's the same. Like my name is Carlos, and then translation to English it's Charlie, and then like my father calls me Charlie, some friends call me Charlie, and I just like the idea that it's Carlos actually.
I don't know if a lot of people know that you're actually based over in Spain and are a Spanish speaker.
Yeah, I am.
So your friends over there call you Charlie as well?
No, not really. Just some of them, and not probably my friends from my childhood and everything. Some people that they know me now, they're like, "Hey, Charlie," in like a friendly way. Like it's the same here. Like Charlie, Carlos is like a friendly way to call Carlos.
Ah.
It's always been like that. Like my father calls me in a sweet way, but is normally Carlos.
Interesting. Sorry, I just always wanted to know. It's like, because I think most people know you as Yarntastic Charlie. Like, where did that name come from, and why is it not Yarntastic Carlos?
I don't know. Like, I don't like it. It sounds boring for me. Like, it's the same. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't like it when I created a channel, so I wanted to be something different. And I normally went always with the name of Carl or Charles, like creating like in social media meaning. And this way, like, I wanted to remain the Charlie, like mostly with like because of my father. And sometimes my brother always will call me Charlie and that, and it's nice. So I think it's a nice way to remember those, moments, and yeah, it's nice.
That's so sweet. Okay, I just curious.
That's good.
Yeah. So with these episodes, we always start off wanting to get to know the creator and how you kind of came to be who you are now, or as we know on social media. But I mean, that always has like a start somewhere, which is normally with how you first got into crafts and crochet and things. Has this been like a long time thing that you've always been doing, or did you start? Where did you start?
Not really. Like I actually created my Instagram account 11 months ago.
Yeah, I was actually searching this up. You started sorry, I did a little bit of stalking before you got on here. Your first post was the 18th of September.
Yeah, so it's not even 11 months yet. So and I was just doing crochet for not even half a year before that. So I started around May last year, like taking it seriously, like creating the first pattern plushie, because I was maybe buying like 100 million different kind of yarns and hooks until I find a perfect combo, and that was maybe started in November in 2022, but I didn't get into it until May, because I was always like, oh, this is so hard. This is stitch. What is this saying? Like I couldn't even follow a pattern. So I try to find like videos on internet that they like explain how to read patterns, know how to crochet or anything. Like, and there's like, so this sentence means this, you have to repeat this part, you go this, and then you go back, you come, and that's perfect. And when I understand that, like following pattern system, I started creating plushies in May, and I've never like stopped,
I agree. I always wanted to like get into plushie making, and it took me so long to actually start it because I had no idea what to read. And then I had a magazine and I was showing someone, they're like, oh, this is how you actually read it. And I was like, thank you. Like no one tells you how to do that.
I know. Like you read part like watch videos and like single cross stitch, like everything, single crochet stitch, decrease stitch, but like, and then what? Could you put them together, And it's like, it's very helpful, that kind of video. So I started in around May, and I created monkey like that. And then, well, actually it was first a small whale following my first tutorial, but it was like, that doesn't count because it was, and then I made like a big monkey for my niece, Olivia, and she was obsessed with it. And she was just 1 year old, not even 1 year old. And she was so happy. And then I found, like chenille yarn type, and I started creating these kind of plushies back here, and I love them, and I've never stopped. I also like use worsted weight yarn and like cotton acrylic yarns, but it's not my favorite, I guess.
I think once you start like working with chenille yarns, you get a bit like I mean, for me personally, I was like, I just love the way it feels and how easy it is to work. I mean, I say easy it is to work with, but
feeling,
like,
right?
yeah, it just feels nicer.
It's so comfortable, so satisfying. So
yeah,
I like that feeling.
Yeah, and like the finished result as well. There's just something you
so
can't
adorable.
beat. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just changes it entirely into something a lot more cute. And
I know.
I don't know.
I know.
It's hard to explain.
It's true. Like I made some different kind of gifts in small yarns, but it's not the same for me. I mean, like I'm not saying it's not cute or anything. It's just for me, I don't feel the same way as I feel with this yarn.
So did you start with like the smaller yarns first? Like, I mean, I feel like most people do, and then into chenille yarns. But what was like the time frame of what you? Actually, no. Let's go back a little bit further.
Like one plushie and a half.
Yeah. So actually, let's go back a little bit further. Why did you start getting into crochet? Where did that start from? Yeah.
Like algorithms, Like I was on Instagram. I'm really into crafts, like anything. And someday I saw a blanket, and it was even in like COVID time, and it was even before that I was doing, and I actually bought the pack of the blanket, and it still there, like as it came,
just unopened.
Yeah, like I just got it. I bought it, and like no, I'm not gonna do this like 1 million or like 1 million times. No.
Yeah.
I just bought a puzzle instead. Not joking. Like 5,000 pieces, and I created like a color gradient puzzle instead of creating that like in my COVID time. So, and after that time, I like started like seeing more crochet content, and then one day I saw the plushies. And I was like, oh, yeah, this time is like, I can do this because I can invest time in this kind of things because you get a cute result. It looks quicker than a blanket, and that was the thing. I started seeing that kind of drops in my algorithm. And then, as always, like started like discovering the big creators as you, because, everything like started like it was so quick in like 11 months. It's been an amazing journey. I love it, and it's probably gonna change my life.
Going to like it already has.
Yeah, like it already has. Yeah, it's changing my life a lot in like such a small amount of time.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that soon, but just talking a little bit more about the history of yourself as Charlie. When you said that you were really into crafting, does that mean you were doing other crafts prior to crochet that isn't including gradient puzzles during COVID? Because but
like I've always been crafty, or tried to be. Just I don't know, like not really because I like to be crafty, because I like to keep busy. And I think it's different, but I guess I'm good at crafts, so it makes like a mix of it. And then I'm always been into, I don't know, I even make like a small like fingerboards, like skateboards for fingers.
Yeah, like tic-tacs.
Yeah, so I do that in everything. Like I press them, I cut them, I paint them, and I can show you like some pictures, and you can put them on here if you want. But yeah,
yeah, maybe.
I
Wait, you were making like? Did you call them tech decks as well?
like fingerboards. They're called here.
Yeah.
Like then you put the wheels on the bottom, and then you do the
Yeah.
fingers. Yeah,
We're
I'm so
obsessed with
bad.
those at high school.
Really, like I'm so bad doing it, but like creating the thing, you know, I just sold a few, but it was mainly for fun, for friends, like a keychain, you know,
Yeah.
anything.
You were making
yeah.
the tiny skateboards that people played with.
Yeah, but
I'm
with
pretty
wood.
sure those. I'm pretty sure those got banned from my science class. We were like at high school.
No, there's actually a lot of people and tournaments and everything. It's something serious, really. People go like to tournaments for like the fingers, yeah. Like they pay like around $40 for those small, you know, because they're made of wood. They handcrafted, you know, and they're like very resistant. They're for years, so it's not that kind of plastic ones that we got in the high school.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
So you
just got like when?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sometimes even doing it. Like even this year, I created some while I'm yeah. Like it's just like the idea to change my crafts. You know, in the I don't know. I like doing everything. I was on holidays for 2 weeks also. That I had no holiday at all because I was just changing my room, like painting my wardrobe. I made a wooden floor now, and I bought another shelf, and I'm just doing everything. And I'm so excited to show you guys soon because I'm changing all my craft room, and it's gonna be so good.
I had no idea you're doing all the behind the scenes stuff. Because sometimes when we catch up, you're like, I'm so stressed, been so busy, and I always think it's to do with work, but it's not even like work. It's yourself making tiny skateboards and renovating your home.
Everything. It's everything. It's like I barely have time for skateboards right now, actually, but. Like because it's been a year, and I guess I can say this year it's been 6 months relaxed creating content on my own, like don't caring about anything, just doing that. And now these 6 months I think I have to accomplish some goals, like creating patterns for my Patreon page, and always do that, creating, like I have something to do. And that takes a lot of time from me, and it's stressful because I'm also doing a full-time job in ceramics. So yeah, sometimes I feel stressed, but I guess it's just the stress I put on me because nobody's giving me the stress. Like I can close up my Patreon page tomorrow, and that's it. Stress go by.
No, I fully relate to you. Like even right now, I'm supposed to be getting all these patterns out, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna be a day behind, or like I really have to get this done, and literally no one is following me up on this. It's all me. No one will notice if it's tomorrow or the next day. Like no one has ever come to me being like, hey, you're 12 hours late, and I'm like
I know I feel the same in that way. Yeah.
And most people, I think most people online are just like, they want to support their creators, and they understand that especially in the crafting community, I think they're like, look, we all get it. We're all humans just running small businesses. Like, you're fine.
I know. And I think it's an amazing community. So nice, so cute. I barely had problems with people in this community. Like if you compare to other niches that all the comments are hate comments, you know, and that.
This is the skateboarding community.
So it's very nice. It's very nice having that.
Because when you first, what made you want to start an Instagram account or any social media for that?
At the beginning, it was just fun for content, you know, like like, I'm always like that. I when I learn something, I learn it properly. I don't learn it like halfway and leave it like that. Like no, just if you do the things, just do it right.
Yeah.
So when I wanted to start my like Instagram account, I wanted to know everything about Instagram because I wasn't even using Instagram before. I was just a blank profile, like following pages and watching content. So I wasn't even like aware of the reels and stories and everything. Like, what the fuck is, And then I just had to, learn how to create a reel, like everything, those kind of videos that most of them are fake, but when you watch like 20 of them and 15 are saying the same, so maybe it's true, So I had to understand a bit the algorithm to, post what I wanted to post, but doing it right. Like, instead of getting 100 views, maybe I can get 1,000, So I started that like in a small drops and every day. And then I guess I kind of find my style of videos. I'm still trying to like define that even more. Okay. But I guess I started doing it like always the same kind of content, like tutorials, final plushes, blah, blah. So that also creates community. And actually, I'm not gonna lie, I've got like 7,000 followers in 3 reels. 70, sorry?
Yeah,
70,000.
So even 7,000 is a wild amount.
Yeah, like I got with my 3, I get the 50K followers from the Nessie reel. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was insane. Yeah. And actually, that's good and bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's always good, these things, but it's not like I was supposed to be. I want to go step by step showing my patterns. Oh, this guy do patterns, do this. So then I got like 50K people like expecting final plushes. Okay. Like, I'm not doing Nessies every day. Okay. That was just like a special occasion I created that, like, and then I again, like I stayed like this probably like for a while. And then I created another reel and like, you go just like that. But it was that push was that Nessie reel, and that people went to my profile to visit my profile. And thanks to my like oldest videos that I created with all my love, they decided to follow me, I guess, but that's the thing. Like, just do one thing, do it good, and stick to it. Don't get frustrated. Like, I've got videos in last week less than 10K views. I don't care. Like, you like don't care, like not really caring, but like, come on, Instagram, what are you doing? Like, not taking it like personally, like, okay, it's just a video. But I sometimes feel like the video is good and it could be shown to more than 10K people. Okay. And sometimes the video is so stupid and it gets like 2 million.
Yeah, I think sometimes some of my most viewed reels would be the ones that I just took like 2 seconds filming, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is so annoying.
Yeah, I know. It's always like that. You never know what's gonna be.
Yeah, I find that so fascinating that you weren't even a user of Instagram, and now you're already within a year, essentially what they'd call a content creator of things.
Yeah. Like I've always like started this page as a content creator. Wanted to make it like properly, as I said.
Yeah.
And it's been a very like intense journey, short but very intense. I've learned a lot from all of you, like including you, everything. Like, it's been amazing. Thank all you. The support, everything, and yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And so wait, when you said that you wanted to start, you started it as wanting to be a content creator. So was it more that you wanted to be more of a content creator, or you just wanted to show off what you've made?
Well, actually, like as always, you start like this for fun. But if you like always have that thought of maybe this could be a business. Why not? I don't know. Like, not taking money from my followers, but like monetizing or anything,
Yeah.
So you never know. So I always wanted to start content creator pages, and
Yeah.
I focused mainly on Instagram first. And I always created my page like that because I said, I did big research before creating my page and uploading all my content. So I found that option was the best for my case,
Very interesting, because I feel like when I started my crochet page, I personally was just like, I'm just gonna see what happens. My partner at the time had created one, and I was like, I'm gonna do this for fun as a little mini competition. And then it was like people responding well to what I was doing. That's when I was like, oh, this is kind of something I could do. Like, is that similar to you?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Like your initial posts were getting a good response, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I guess, but I wasn't even. I thought that, like, I still don't know what I'm doing, right? I think I do.
I don't think any of us do.
But when I first started, I thought I was doing it good, but yeah, it was okay for no follower pages. I've got like around 1,000 followers in a month or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good, but was not like good enough. And actually, Naomi from Croutons Crochet, she helped me a lot. She's the best in that kind of content. She gave me the best tips. I even bought the pattern, like the PDF from her Etsy, that it says like 50 quotes for like your hooks on crochet content. She has like a PDF on ideas and that. Like I never use like the exact sentence, but I took something from that, I mix it from another way, and maybe create another kind of video with that. It's always good to know ideas, knowing different thoughts of the people. Yeah.
I didn't even know she had that in her book. I didn't know she had that as like a PDF.
She has like a tip PDF with like helpful hooks for crochet content. Like, so which plushie do you like the most? So to make people interact with those videos, that kind of hooks for beginners mostly, yeah. But then at the end is like, yeah, and then you take that from like, I don't know, like I've been creating content almost every day now. So you at the end, like, I want to like promote this microphone. So you know how to like create that kind of questions, words, captions,
Yeah.
So at the beginning was hard to understand that, but now I'm doing it better. And I'm saying that it's not perfect still,
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
I think
not to agree on that, but like, yeah, I know. I fully understand what you mean. Like, I think sometimes I wake up and it's the same thing. I'm like, oh, I haven't really done like a video showing all my patterns in a while. And then you do the thing being like, what is your birth month? Like, whatever birth month you are depends what plushie you are. And then you have your 12 plushies being like, are you October? Are you?
Yeah.
And people are like, yay, I don't know.
Actually,
I'm a dragon.
It sounds so sad. Okay, but I've been waiting for my 12 plushie to make that kind of video. Well, because I still don't have 12 patterns. So yeah.
How many are you at
now? It
is
what it is. Like,
you've got a good amount of patterns now, because I'm looking at them in the background.
Yeah, like I really don't know how many, but around 11, I guess now.
Yeah.
I've started like in September last year my Instagram, but actually I couldn't like start designing patterns. I created my first avocado right here. Okay.
Yep.
And that was in September, November. But then I just created plushies from different people and everything. And I actually started like at the end of January or February to like create my own one. So it's been actually, 8 months creating patterns. So I have 11. Don't blame me,
Yeah.
guys.
we're all gonna be waiting for your 12th pattern and for that video to come out. And I want everyone who listens in on this and who watches this video to go comment on that video as soon as you see it.
Yeah,
We'll be celebrating.
I'm working so hard at the moment, like creating patterns. Actually, I went very late last night to bed because I was creating a couple of patterns at the same time. I created a body on one, and then like, okay, I'm going to do, and I started another one, and like, what is going on? So, but I think now I have to. But I think now I will have two patterns if I work on them. So it's good.
There's more coming.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just going to interrupt this episode here with a quick word from our sponsors, aka us. We are the sponsors of this video, and here is a quick little message that was most definitely not written by ChatGPT. Hey there, yarn enthusiasts. Are your hooks feeling lonely? Looking for a new crochet companion?
Or maybe your stash is beginning for a project so cute I'll make you squeal.
Well, do we have some string-tastic news for you?
For a limited time, we're offering an amazing 10% off
You can do it. You can do it. Oh my god. For a limited time, we're offering an amazing 10% of all our adorable American 10% of all our adorable amigurumi. Oh my god. For a limited time, we're offering an amazing 10% off of For a limited time, we're offering an amazing 10% off of all... No, I cannot read that. For a limited time, we're offering an amazing 10% off all our adorable amigurumi patterns.
That's right. Whether you want to crochet the kudos critters of the most charming little characters, we've got the patterns that make your heart skip a stitch.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what I've read.
It's fine. Anyway, just use the code, the hookup at checkout, and watch those savings unravel faster than a cat with a ball of yarn.
But wait, there's more. With each pattern, you're not just creating cute critters. You're crafting a world of huggable happiness.
Yeah, so don't let this deal slip through your fingers like that slippery skein of yarn. Hop on over to our shop, grab your favorite amigurumi patterns, and let's crochet some cuteness together.
So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our stores, give us a follow on social media. Let's unleash some crochet cuteness together.
Happy crocheting, yarn lovers. When I still remember when you first came onto my radar, I guess is how I'd describe it, was like you had just finished the avocado cat. I can't remember the name. Yeah. What's the name of the avocado? Is it called the avocado cat? It's Mikey the avocado. Yeah. Mikey the avocado. Yeah. I remember you had just made that cat, and I think you were maybe just over 1,000 followers at that point. Yeah, I guess. And I distinctively remember, because it wasn't through a pattern test. I say I distinctively remember, like I do fully remember. But I remember choosing you for a pattern test, one, because the content that you were creating was actually really nice. And the plushies that you were making all looked really tidy. Like you were going out there and you were putting in the effort into the content and everything. And you were appearing on everyone's feeds in the comments and everything, and actually making a real effort out there to be really seen. And I just remember you doing all of that. And so once you started blowing up with like the Nessie video and other videos, it was like not surprising. I was your content's always been good. It was like it deserved to go viral and get all the attention that's going on. Thank you. No, it's very cool to see. Like when I create content, like I feel about I think about the people who's gonna watch it, but I don't feel about like other people. Is like I think about me watching that content, what I expect, what I want to watch, what I want to see.
Like it has to be like very darky and dusty, and no, it's gonna be bright, clean, very expressive, very nice music. So you want that to make it more like attractive. So I always had that in mind. I'm always been not professional but good with pictures, photography, video related, and that's also another hobby for me. I have so many like photography gear and everything, and I love it. So I think that also makes sense, creating content
with a good intention about what it's being seen.
Yeah, like knowing what you're doing mostly.
Yeah, because it still baffles me that sometimes, like, I just did another pattern test recently, and sometimes I'm going through the applications, and this is for everyone listening, I do go through the profiles, and sometimes, like, the one thing that I'm trying to, I guess it is judging, or like, what is, when I'm looking at applications, I'm looking for a good photo taker. That's essentially all I'm really looking for, is like someone who can take a good photo and have a nice finished thing to show, being like, look, I can follow the pattern and it turns out looking pretty much like what the pattern intended in nice lighting. And the amount of profiles that I come across, and they're blurry, poorly lit. It's like on someone's bed that's unmade.
But that's what I'm saying. Like everyone has their own I don't know, average of quality, I guess. Like for them, no, I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just people think that some people think that I'm a mess, So we're just like we are, and I try to be in the average space. So I am not obsessed with our organization or cleaning or anything, but it has to be tidy and cute, and people has to be feel comfortable with it,
Yeah, and I guess the only reason I point that out isn't meant to be, maybe I am a photo snob, but what I'm trying to say is more that I don't think it takes too much effort to get that nice lighting or a nice background, or there's ways around it. And then even for what you were saying before about how you researched what makes good content, like you looked up Instagram algorithms. And I honestly think a lot more people could find a lot more benefits if they put in that little bit of extra research into what makes good content and then applying that. Because there's videos out there, there's people out there trying to help you.
I know. Actually, I heard so many times about Instagram, well, social media in general. They because of the metadata on the files, they can know which device was used to film that content. So meaning if you film from an old phone, Instagram will know, or if you film that with a Sony whatever, so they know the device because they want high quality content. So if you use a very bad camera, let's say that way, so Instagram will know, and you will probably have less views if you compare that same content with a higher camera. It's supposed to be like that because at the end, Instagram Instagram was created for photographers in the beginning, and they have that kind of things in the algorithm. I'm sure of it,
They don't want to show
they don't want to show blurry videos. They want people to stay in the platform,
Yeah.
Why do you think that kind of videos smart. They have with drones and 4K videos with drones, slow motion flying, they have 20K shares in that video because they like to share and show that kind of content.
That's
it's my opinion.
True.
I'm not saying it's 100% like that, but it's my opinion.
No, but I could see that.
It makes sense.
I think a lot of people forget what the intentions of Instagram and TikTok and other social medias are. I think those apps, if you think what they're really wanting, what they're wanting the users to do, then it's always a smart. Sorry, there's a bug flying around. It's always a smart thing to actually kind of do what they want you to do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, along the same lines, like if there's a new feature on the app, I always say use the new feature. That app is wanting to use that, and they're going to be pushing people who are using that feature.
Using that feature, yeah.
So like whatever that little right now is, that notes appearing on photos where you can like add a note. I don't know what that is, but like if you I don't know how to use it. I don't know what advantages there are, but I'm assuming the people who are using those notes, people are going to be pushed more in the algorithm.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. At the end, it's just like that. Instagram wants us to use Instagram, not other platforms, not going away, staying there like prisoners. Like prisoners until 3 a.m.
I mean, like, I know we're still scrolling, but we're also still finishing like our projects at that time, writing our patterns and everything. I was gonna say, with yourself becoming a crochet content creator, influencer type person within a year.
I guess so. I am I it's just that I was saying before. I don't feel that way. I it's just been 11 months for me. Like, I'm not saying that like having 2 million followers is gonna make you a better person. I'm not saying that or gonna change you. I'm saying that like people see me like an influencer or something. Like, I am not. I'm just a guy who likes to crochet and share the content with people, and just like that. It's a weird feeling.
Well, what I was gonna ask is that, like, when you started making your content, you're like, okay, let's look into this. Let's make it good content, and then your good content really paid off in the sense that you've got a lot of people wanting to support you and follow you and things. And now are you like, oh, do you feel like you've reached that goal and you're like, what's next?
No, like I don't know what to do now. Like okay, I did it in some way. Like I try not to think about that. I just enjoy the moment, enjoy every day. As I was saying, I don't care. Like, I share my content because I like to share with people. That's my main goal, I guess.
Yeah.
Because even if I get to comments saying it's cute. That's
nice. And so,
Two people think it's cute. Like, okay, and that's enough for me. If it gets better, perfect. And of course, at the end, I like in the content way, I kind of dropped some drops of a pattern designer and creating patterns, and I started like designing patterns, and now I want to like people know that I'm a pattern designer, I'm doing patterns, and they can buy patterns from me, or even, and for me too, or even they can like expect free patterns from me, tutorials. Maybe we'll like start talking about that later, but I'm probably gonna start my full long content YouTube content channel, okay,
journey
with tutorials, free patterns and everything. I want to start that when I have time for even breathe. But it's just like that for me. Is creating content, entertaining people, and if like they like the pattern, they want to buy it, perfect. If not, perfect too.
And like, does that change your intentions from when you first started your Instagram? Like, at first you were like, okay,
well, I guess
see what we can do, and now you're like,
I wasn't not expecting this, To be honest, I wasn't at the beginning. I wasn't expecting this kind of I could maybe get one like 5,000 in a year or something like that. Like, wow, 5,000 people. It takes like hard work to do that, and time and everything and effort. So it changed a lot my mind, because it's like my expectations changed a lot in such a small amount of time. And you know, it's still a hard feeling to explain, because now I have a big goals. I want to do everything. I want to like create a course. I want to create online courses. I want to even physical lessons. I don't know. I want to do everything, but I need time. So it's been like, you know, and then now I'm here like people expecting things from me. Like, sorry, I'm working.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I've got my other job.
I will respond to you in 8 hours. It's so stressful at the moment. So yeah, I of course I have things in mind. Like I don't know. I will probably have to leave my. Say if this continues like this, I have to leave my job and do this full time. I wish I could do that. I don't know when it's gonna be. Maybe it takes years, you know. But for the moment, I try to enjoy my daily day and not stress too much. That, you know, it's like I sometimes like chat with you, and you know it's not true. I stress a lot, and I have to relax myself. I even stopped creating reels every day. I don't even, you guys realized about that? Like I've just live a few days in the week, you know. I sometimes go like 5 days straight and then 2 days off, or I post one day, one no, one yes, one no, and it depends. But I like yesterday I was with my family, as I was saying before, and I came back home late. I wanted to spend that time with them. I wasn't even worrying about the content, you know. So tomorrow, another day. If my next reel it's like being affected because I didn't post yesterday, don't care. Sorry. Like, you know.
I do think after a while we get so like, I think for a while there I was getting very like obsessed with the numbers and what would be good, what's going to get it going, like I don't know. But the thing is, it's like it's always out of your control no matter what it is. Like you can, there's a certain extent to where you can make good content and you know it's going to be relatively good. Like you have a formula for what is probably going to be a good video, which is probably something where you're filming the pieces being like slowly put together and you keep transitioning and then there's the finished product. That always tends to do well. How well?
Yeah.
And like it's not something you can stress about, and it's just like, well, I put something out there, it's not up to me now. It's up to the social media gods and whatever they want to do.
Yeah, no, it's like that, and you know the content is good, but it's okay.
Yeah,
like,
and I think, and sometimes I feel like we all need to give ourselves like a bit of a break. And just like, we are humans,
not a break,
but
like not a break, but really like I don't know like how to say it, like just relax, take it easy.
Yeah.
If it's not today, it's gonna be tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean as a break, not like a 2-week or 4-month social media break. No, I mean more or less like give yourself a day off.
Yeah, that's true. One thing that I've learned, like I guess it's like these things, they're not like 100% true. They're just things that you heard, that you watch, like when you see something like a few times, like maybe it's true that. So people is saying that when your reel is getting viral, don't post another thing. Like stop. Instagram wants to show that reel. If you upload a new reel while it's like, you know that feeling, you know that you've got like reels with million views, that moment like you scroll and it's like 100 likes, 100 likes, 100 likes. That moment, don't post that day. Maybe it's like wait 1 day or two, because Instagram will stop like showing that big part of that reel because you posted another one and he has another like big group to show that reel to them. So people, the guys from YouTube videos, like based on Instagram algorithm, they say that. And it makes sense. It makes sense.
I would have capitalized on the moment. like as soon as like I see something going well for me, I mean, maybe, yeah, that would make sense not posting another reel. But I think at that point, maybe posting a story and being like, okay, people are looking at me. I'm in the spotlight. Let's make the most of it. That's what I say about when also like one of those big pages like just takes your content and reposts it somewhere else without asking you. And you're like, thanks. But also they're not paying you anything. Made with Love by Tom Daly. But but what you can do is you jump in the comments on those videos and promote yourself, because they're likely not going to respond to your messages. Yeah. But they will, like, people will see you in the comments being like, hey, this is me. May as well make the most of it. You know? But yeah, with posting like twice in a row, I'm not too sure. Yeah. Anyway, we'll wrap up this episode here, and then we'll continue on the next episode with a variety of topics. I've got like a few different topics I've got written down, so we're gonna jump into some of them. It might be a bit of a little jump around, but it's all fun. I've got things about here like I wanted to ask you things about like providing tips and tricks online, whether it's like being a male crafter, being an overseas crafter, when most of our stuff that we see online is from the US, because I feel like we can relate on a lot of these. So like, I just think it'd be fun to talk about those.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Okay, good.
And it's gonna be fun. It's better than speaking one topic like 30 minutes. It's better like having different topics. It's gonna be more,
dynamic. Let's give it a try. But anyway, we'll wrap up this episode. So thank you everyone for listening on in, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Thank you for listening in to another episode of The Hookup. We'll be back again next week for more crafty conversations with more crafty friends. Have a good day. Bye.